Okay, so now let's move on to the second picture. I'm going to use another color to note the second picture, okay? Now for this second picture, like I say, it shows a boy. He seems to be confronting another boy. So some of you want to link it to the first picture. You can do so, okay? However, you can also think about something else. Now, a lot of you, okay, listen when you see this picture, right, you will always assume that this must be a bad person and this must be the victim. Does it necessarily mean that the person who confronts someone else is a bad person? Could this person, okay, could he used to be very timid in the past, okay, and now could he have changed and this is why he dares to confront now? So you have to ask yourself, okay, what is the process or what happened to this boy in the past? And obviously, this person, instead of being the victim, okay, he should be the culprit who, maybe did something wrong or this thing. Let's imagine. Now, it doesn't always have to be a bullying cases, okay? Could it be, in school, right, you have different type of classmates, all this thing. Imagine, okay? Imagine this particular person, he's not a bully, okay? But he is a very selfish person, let's say example. Okay? He's not only selfish, he tends to take advantages of people. So because he's very selfish, he always take advantage of people, right? He knows that this boy, okay, used to be very timid, remember? So he knows that this boy is very timid. What do you think he would have done to him when he was being timid? Could he have, borrowed money and not return? Okay. Could he have, took his things, to say they had to borrow and not return also? Okay. Or could he even take more advantage of him, by asking him to do his work for him? And because this boy is very timid, he don't dare to say no. Now, next one, you need to ask yourself, what caused a change in the character? Could this boy, have spoken to an adult? Okay. Or could an adult have saw what happened and came to counsel him? Okay. Or could this particular selfish boy taken something very important from this timid boy that made him realize it's the last straw? He needs to start to get his things back. So ask yourself all these questions. And because of the reason in between, okay, how did he become now? Was he more brave? Did he dare to stand up for himself? Okay, does he retaliate now? So you see, this is actually a very simple story that you can write about. It is not difficult. At the same time, vice versa. Okay, like I say, some of you want to link it to a bullying story. You can write about how the boy is a bully and what causes him to change. Now, there was a very popular story that we have written in class before, okay, at the tuition center. So what happened was I actually discussed this stuff with my student, and a few students actually came up with a very good idea. They mentioned about how this bully, right, was a very bad bully. Okay, he was resorting to violence. He traumatized people, and there was this new transfer boy, who was the victim. Sadly, after a few months of being traumatized, of being beaten by the bully, right, the boy couldn't take it. So one day, okay, when the bully came to school, he saw everybody was crowding in the parade square and they were all looking very fearful. So when the bully went over, and looked at what they were looking, to his astonishment, he saw the victim sitting on the window, okay, about to jump. And before the victim jumped, right, the victim actually, said out everything. So he talked about how, he chose to commit suicide because of bullying or this thing. And obviously it's a wrong thing. But, in the story, you can write it this way because it's emotional. And you can talk about how, the boy didn't jump, the boy was luckily rescued by someone. But this incident made the bully realize that what he did was totally wrong and he nearly cost a life. That's when he become a total changed person. And now you know how friendly he was, how helpful he was. You can write about that too. Can? Simple? Okay, now moving on, we're going to go to the last picture.